Alright, what's up, guys? Now, I'm not a Joe Budden hater, alright? I just want to say that real quick. But the thing is this, though. When I'm trying to sleep in the middle of the night, I don't like to be disturbed. Tonight, I was disturbed. A lot of Joe Budden fans were upset at a comment that I made, and the comment was, so it was underneath, so shout out to All Deaf Music, but they made this post hours ago, actually 6 hours ago, when it was relatively at a time where I was a little bit more awake than I am now. Right now, I'm tired. You might not be able to see it. You might say that I look like this in the majority of my videos if you're a returning subscriber, but right now I'm tired. It's 3:49 a.m. I'm usually asleep at this time. But I had my Apple Watch and I was looking for my phone. I was like, where's my phone at? And I didn't even see it. But anyways, and my phone had it going off left and right. And I'm thinking to myself, fam, why are so many Joe Budden fans up right now? Like, I don't get that. Maybe I don't know. He might have dropped a new podcast episode, and then people are just going around just looking for anybody that want to crack jokes and have fun with the situation. They want to just argue and debate with them, and I'm like, bro, everybody that cracks a joke about Joe Budden is not looking for a debate. I know I'm not looking for a debate, but people want to turn things. It's like, that's why at times I'm like, man, people, y'all shouldn't even be on the internet. Because if you're going to allow a comment about Joe Budden to get you upset and you feel that you need to do everything in your heart to defend him, and it's like, fam, let me just read off the comments. So anyways, All Deaf Music, they made this post. And so I commenting underneath saying Glorilla alone got more hits than Budden. Bro mad because nobody's trying to use Pump It Up as a sample. After I made that comment, there were people liking it. There were people that found the comment funny. And then there were people that were trying to argue with me over it. And I'm thinking, there was like the first guy that actually said something about the comment that I made. They talking about do your homework on Joe Budden. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to be wasting my Monday morning doing homework on Joe Budden. What sense does that make? I'm a 27-year-old man. I have my whole life ahead of me. Why would I spend any time out of my day to be doing homework on Joe Budden? That's like telling Joe Budden to do homework on me. Do you think he is going to do homework on me? Do you think he is even going to take the time to watch this video? If there is ever a moment where Joe Budden is watching this video, hey, look, Joe Budden, I had to say this, to give this man his flowers. You've done something that a lot of people try to do, and that's to get into the spotlight. All right. Now, how you got into the spotlight, it seemed like that you burnt a lot of bridges. It seemed like, but I feel like Joe Budden, the thing is this, I might not watch every single podcast episode of Joe Budden. I might not have seen every interview that he's been involved in. I might have not listened to all of his songs, but I feel like I know him to know that anything that I say in this video, he's not going to care. All right. The thing is this, I can say some of the most realist stuff in this podcast episode. It's either going to be one of two reactions. He's going to either praise me for what I'm saying. Highly doubt that that's going to happen. That's like the small percentage of that ever happening. Or he is going to watch this video and laugh because he's going to be like, how dare some youngin try to tell me about life and try to tell me about what I say and what I do. I am Joe Budden. I have one of the world's greatest podcasts in the world, okay? I have a musical career that I can be proud of. His name alone is iconic. So many people want to have that. I want to have that. But the thing is this though. Now, here's how I personally feel about Joe Budden, all right? Don't get me wrong. He's a talented person, but it's either one of two things that's about this man, and he's about putting people down or he's about getting views. It might even be both. It might even be combined where he wants to put people down and get views at the same time. But my thing is this. Why do you feel that you need to put people down? What sense does it make saying some stuff like this? Because if you watch the video, he named off some artists that were like, they doing good for themselves, they here to stay. But then there was artists that he didn't name where it's like, well, what about them? And I feel like that's something that, yeah, he might have tough skin to where it's like he ain't gonna care about somebody tells him like, oh, you ain't gonna achieve this, you ain't good, you ain't this, you ain't that. He ain't gonna care about that. He's still gonna go out and do whatever he wants to do. And I highly doubt anybody that took any offense to what Joe Budden said, any female artists out there, you took offense to what Joe Budden said, you be the best version of yourself. Don't let Joe Budden tell you about your career. Because my thing is this, I have been on that end of the stick where people have tried to tell me about my career. Now, how I see it, a lot of those people, they're not here right now. So not on some like, some weird stuff like, they done passed or something. But no, it's like, a lot of the times the dramas that I've got into and things. And that's where it shouldn't even be like that. It shouldn't be no situation where it's like now a female artist has to start some drama with Joe Budden. Because I feel like that's what he wants. He wants like some big artist. I'm trying to think. Did he mention it? I don't even know. Because it's like, bro, it's late and I'm like, I'm tired and I just want to sleep. But I don't think he mentioned Ice Spice. But it's like, well, what about her? I feel like her alone, yeah, I might have said Glorilla, but I'm like, okay, if we're going to use an artist that's bigger than Glorilla, Ice Spice. This woman done had numerous, and I mean numerous, songs go viral on TikTok. Now, that might not mean nothing to somebody, but in this day and age, having your song go viral on TikTok, even if you're a one-hit wonder, you're still going to take pride in that. Ice Spice done had multiple songs go viral on TikTok. Not just one, multiple. So you gonna tell me that Ice Spice, like, she's an industry plant? Like, oh, her career is dead now. Don't nobody listen to her music. They don't really be listening to her music like that. This woman be having, like, these big, giant concerts. I don't know if they're sold out shows, but they look like a lot of people is there. I'm saying my thing is this. At one point in time, yeah, people were calling her a one-hit wonder. She's proven those people wrong. So now what? I'm saying that it's like, it usually, that's what it does have to take, in order to convince people. But I'm like, that girl done convinced me. She done convinced me she's here to stay. If these are, her few years of fame, then hey, I'm saying that was a wild few years. Because I'm like, I felt like she's doing good for herself. Wasn't she featured in the Barbie movie? I didn't see Joe Budden being featured in no Barbie movie. Yeah, he was featured in You Got Served and Too Fast, Too Furious. Not saying that those are actually good movies. You Got Served. That's probably my favorite breakdancing movie. But my thing is this though. How long ago was that? All right, people are still, because they're all like, people are trying to talk on like how Joe Budden's music, it still be getting played at like basketball games, and it still gets played today. And I'm like, fam, I guarantee and I promise you, the only song, if like, I'm like, yeah, if you're a diehard Joe Budden fan, of course you're gonna know more of his music. But if you know of Joe Budden, I guarantee and I promise you, the only song that you know of his is Pump It Up. There might be some other songs. He might have been featured with some other people, but at the end of the day, the only song, I guarantee and I promise you, if you're not a diehard Joe Budden fan, the only song you know about is Pump It Up. So I'm saying, it's like, my thing is, the point that I'm trying to make, all right, is that when somebody is cracking a joke, just cutting straight to it, because I'm like, look, I'm tired and I just want to sleep. If somebody is cracking a joke about Joe Budden, okay, it shouldn't be taken as serious. I'm not trying to look for a whole Wikipedia page in the comment sections explaining every little detail about Joe Budden's career. I am cracking a joke. I'm saying it's stuff like that where it's like, people, you allow yourself to get so upset over something that somebody said to the point where it's like they're just overall having fun with the situation. You thinking you flipping it back on them, and it's like, fam, I can see that you're upset. And it's like, people don't realize that. People don't realize that it's like somebody can see that they're upset because it's like you think you're doing something that's going to capture Joe Budden's attention. And I'm like, fam, I guarantee and I promise you, you being up in the middle of the night arguing with random people that, don't particularly care for Joe Budden's career, talking on myself, he's not going to care about that. He's not. I promise you that he's not. And that's something that I try to explain to people where it's like, you literally waste time in your life, all right, to defend somebody that don't know of you. Maybe he does know of some of the people that was in the comment sections. I really don't know. But my thing is this. If you've never met Joe Budden, you should not be off up in the comment sections of a post 3 in the morning defending him. If you are related, like, I get if you're Joe Budden's brother, cousin, best friend, girlfriend, pet dog, pet cat, yeah, defend that man. But if you are a random person, okay, a random person that listens to his podcast, that listens to his music, bro, that man don't know you. He doesn't. All right, so it's something where I'm like, people, you got to understand that celebrities, all right, celebrities, famous people, influencers, whatever you want to call them. Hey, look, there might be some out there where they care about their audience. They care about their fans. I'm not saying that Joe Budden doesn't care for his fans, but I can tell you right now, he's not going to care if you off up in the comment sections of a post defending him 3 in the morning. Maybe he might be. All right. He might care about that type of stuff. But I just have a strange feeling where it's like I can't say that I've met Joe Budden, but I've met people like him. They're very careless people, man. They are very, very careless. Now, I'm not saying that you got to stop being a fan of Joe Budden. I definitely don't want no debate and comments underneath this video because I swear I would delete them comments. I'm like, you want to debate with Joe Budden? You go on your own platform and debate with them. Leave me out of it. I don't want no parts of no debate, no argument, no nothing. You take that on your own channel, make a video, go on your Twitter account. I don't care what you do. Leave me out of it. All right, so... But anyways, yeah, it's just, man, people got to understand that when you cracking a joke about somebody, you cracking a joke. It ain't trying to be no debate. And so it's just, yeah, there's just people out there where I'm like, if you're going to get that mad about some stuff, you don't need to be on the internet. But anyways, yeah, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. It is now officially 4 a.m. I should have been asleep hours ago, but... good old Joe Budden fans, they want to just blow up people's phone and try to defend this man. And it's like, bro, where's Joe Budden at? Okay, where is he at? Why is he not in the comment sections arguing? I'm like, fam, I'm saying he ain't gonna take notice of that stuff. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I might do a more awake video because I feel like there's still more to say, but I don't know. I can't really think of nothing right now because I'm tired. My brain is on autopilot and stuff. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Like, subscribe, peace.